No, we're not.
I'm bringing it up. So are we live?
Yeah.
Guys, welcome back to episode... Is this episode 10?
Mm-hmm.
Episode 10 of the Driveway Podcast.
Clap it up.
Yeah. Hey, I never thought we'd make it. I'm honored to be here. And, so this episode, we got a lot to talk about.
Do we?
We got some things we can talk about. I know it's, first of all, pretty standard episode. We got most valuable, least valuable of the week, questions from the fans, all the basic stuff. But
yeah, I feel like questions from the fans sounded like the fans were dying to ask questions.
They are.
Yeah, or or who? Maybe I just made that up. But weren't we talking to someone who was just like, "You get questions from the fans"?
That was Abby.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe never mind.
But no, so there. If you guys don't know, there's been one kind of group that's been upset because the content in our podcast isn't relevant to them, and I think we finally have some relevant content for them.
I don't possibly know what that could be.
I could talk to you about it.
Yeah, Zach's gonna take it away here.
On Friday night, there was a bit of an oopsie. Ned.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Friday night incident. It'll go down in history as one of the craziest moves I've ever seen.
I think it's just gonna be a little blip. We're barely gonna remember it.
Barely remember it?
No.
Sure. No, you're probably right. But Friday night, we went out to the bar, had a couple drinks, had some good times. I ended up going to a club, WR+QB.
Yeah.
And
was that fun, by the way? Did we ever talk about that?
I don't
we have
know.
fun? Yes, we did.
We
You
did.
said it was better than you thought.
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
The upstairs was. The downstairs, so the WR was like 3 floors.
Yeah.
The first floor you just walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Second floor is like a indoor club.
Mm-hmm.
And the top floor is like an outdoor club.
Yeah.
The outdoor club was great.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We got a pretty good amount of good people on that one. The middle floor is just...
Any cute girls at WR+QB?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to say yeah.
Good. So we should scout it out more.
Well, I mean, wouldn't be crazy if we didn't.
Hi, Ned.
Hey, Ned.
Hello.
Leave your keys?
Maybe. Listen, all I'll say is this. The boys wanted some content. The boys are going to get
That's
some
true, that's
relevant content.
Could be their fault when you think about it. They've been asking for it. But all right, we should get into it for the people who don't know what happened.
No, I was
You
having
guys
fun
can
talking
go.
about WR+QB.
Oh.
I gotta go.
Alright, bye, Ned. Love you.
Bye. Love
Have a
you.
good day.
Yeah, so Johnny in a...
You didn't finish your thought about WR+QB.
Okay, I'll just finish it. Let's get into it. The upstairs was great. The downstairs was very club-esque. And I'm not a big club guy,
Yeah.
so... Oh, my ring camera went off.
Oh, I wonder who that could have been.
Yeah. Turn that off. All right. That's really all I have to say there. The drinks were kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But, it's typical for a club. Yeah. All right, let's get into the...
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, John. We have to talk about
I
it.
don't know, man.
But yeah, so I left and I wasn't there for this part, but Johnny, in a moment of just despair, would you say?
No, I wouldn't call it despair.
What would you call it?
There's no good word for it.
No good word for it.
Yeah.
Johnny deleted.
There's probably some German word for it.
Okay, yeah.
Just like How I Met Your Mother.
I was about to say that. I couldn't
Do
think
you
of
know what's the word? in
It's
How I Met
so
Your Mother?
long.
The Gunschen Kreischen Speaking Split Hole.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you look it up, it'd be basically that. No, but Johnny, in a mistaken mind,
Sure, yeah.
deleted the Justice League, our fantasy football league for the Osama Lake group.
Mm-hmm.
And again, in the moment, I was a little bit nervous because everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, is this actually real?" And I was at WR+QB, so I didn't
Yeah. What were
I
your
don't want
thoughts
to
at
pull
WR+QB?
I was like, oh, this is
Because you're at Double O. You're
I
at
was-
like a club.
I was
You're
at a
not
club,
really
and I
at
was
a
like-
bar where you can.
my phone was buzzing in my pocket.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh man, someone's having a good time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of looked at it every once in a while. So I didn't get the entire gist of it. I couldn't believe it was real, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought Johnny just hit the league. I was like, surely Johnny could have done something so drastic. But I got home. I didn't want to pull up fantasy football in the middle of a club. I was like checking the weather app.
Yeah.
Like checking a fantasy football team that's not there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not a good look.
That is funny.
That's not a good
funny.
look.
Yeah.
So I waited
Yeah.
till I was home.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just checking fantasy. Oh, let me see. I mean,
Hey babe, come here. Check
who's
this
on
out.
the team?
Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy. Yeah, I know.
Would you do that combo this year?
It's not crazy. I don't think they would produce a lot. I don't think
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy's going to produce a lot.
What would you? Oh man, I know we're talking about something else, but I kind of want to do like a little like Mount Rushmore of quarterback, wide receivers duos that you'd take in this year's fantasy draft.
We can do that after.
Can we remember that?
Yeah, I'll write it down.
You got that? You write that down. Write that down.
But yeah, so our fantasy football league was deleted. A lot of people were obviously very upset by it. I was upset by it like that night, but not. I'm fine now. Like it's just fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just make another one.
Yeah.
I think just because it happened right then and there, that's why I was freaking out. But
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just make another one. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Life goes on, as they say.
Life does go on.
Although I'm excited because two of our friends are running for
Yeah.
the commissioner of the league.
Yeah.
And I would like to do a
It's been good
debate.
so far. Yeah. We should do a debate.
Wait, hop on a FaceTime.
Zach can be moderator.
No, you should moderate it because you were the previous commissioner. so you would-
I'm part of the town hall. I'll raise my hand and ask a question if I get called upon. But we maybe Roscoe could be moderator. I feel like he'd be a good moderator.
I just feel like
he'd ask some good
does
questions.
Roscoe know enough about fantasy to moderate?
Well, we could all submit questions
Okay,
to the moderator.
Yeah,
and then he would ask
That's
our
good.
questions.
That's good.
Something like that.
So yeah, some of the guys, if you're listening, definitely text in the group chat when we should have this debate because I want to do it. I'm interested. I'm very interested in seeing
Yeah.
the Connor versus Matthew.
Yeah. I think that would be a fun
There's
debate.
been a lot of
too.
hostile words said already, so it's kind of like two Trumps going at it.
Yeah, Connor's been funny. Matthew's been funny in the chat. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I guess do you have anything you want to say? I know you would release a message.
Yeah, I already.
Did you run it by your team first, or did you just submit that?
I didn't run it by my team. My team was yelling at me after saying that. No, just joking. No, yeah, I didn't run it by my team.
I thought you said it was very good, though. I thought you hit all the points. You just sort of like, guys, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just brief,
Mm-hmm.
succinct. I was. I feel like I really haven't seen that many notes apps. I know people do the notes app, but I don't like. I guess I don't really know the style that they're done in. And I know like the purpose of the notes app is because Twitter was only like 140 characters, right? So they post a notes app picture to get as many characters in. So my notes app was a bit is the right word, superfluous. Because
Congratulations, you got a word of the podcast together.
Oh, did I?
You got
All right.
last week, you got it this week. I'd be willing to bet you get it next week. Clap it up for Johnny, getting the word of the podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd say it was a bit superfluous because it was so short. I think there's supposed to be like long, drawn out things. Because for me, the most famous one would be like the Logan Paul. I know he had the the YouTube I'm sorry video as well.
Uh-huh.
So maybe I can do one of those where I'm like on camera crying.
Oh
or
my
something
gosh,
like
a
that.
footchiken apology video?
Yeah,
I never
a
thought we'd see the
little
day.
I'm sorry. That might be good. I might do that. But yeah, just to recap, I still did what I did, but I'm still saying take alcohol out of the equation. The league still is live today. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was not a well thought out decision, obviously, but I don't know. I think it'll be kind of like Connor said. I think it'll be a new day, stronger, new era. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it'll be something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
In a way,
Sure, yeah. I mean, it definitely is exciting now. Like Matthew's saying, he has some ideas.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of changes he would like to bring.
Yeah.
So it definitely is interesting. Not saying you weren't considering those ideas, but I feel like if we would have kept you as commissioner, I'm not saying I'm glad or anything that you're not commissioner anymore, but we probably would have done the exact same thing.
I mean, you can have an opinion. You can be glad for sure if you want.
I'm not glad. I loved you as our commissioner. I thought you did a great job, and I'm gonna miss having you as commissioner. Oh my gosh, there it is. Ned threw a pop-it on Friday in here.
Oh yeah.
When we were talking in the hallway,
Oh,
I heard
yeah,
I
yeah.
came in here and said, "Where was it?" And he's like, "Nowhere. I didn't throw a pop-it.
I didn't throw no
Just
pop-it.
found it."
Hello, pulpit.
I'm texting Ned for sure right now. Ugh. All right, we can move on. I just feel like we had to talk about it. We had to discuss it. It would be if we post this and we didn't talk about it, there would be a lot of hate messages in our YouTube comment section.
We can handle the hate. We can take the hate.
All right, but I think we should go ahead. Actually, wait. So before we move on to us, do you want to do the Mount Rushmore of duos?
Yeah.
Quarterback,
Before what?
Before like most valuable.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. I know this is going to be not great podcasting as well because it's so last minute. Like we're gonna have to kind of dig into our bag to think of these. But I'm gonna do the one that I had last year. Can I go first? I'm going first.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do?
Do you want to snake it?
Yeah, let's just snake it.
Okay.
Did you see Luke's comment on our last video?
No, wait. Luke's comment.
I'll just go ahead and say mine while Zach's looking at Luke's comment real quick. It might be the first video. Just check out all 3 podcasts.
Okay.
And you'll see it. I'm gonna go with the duo that I had last year, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. I think they're probably going to be the most prolific duo again this year. That's my opinion. I think they'll be really exciting. But again, that's just off the top of my head. And I really enjoyed having them as a duo last year. They kind of fell off towards the end of the season where they kind of had like that weird rift where AJ Brown was all mad he wasn't getting the ball. But for I swear it was week 2 through 8 maybe or 10, I don't know, but he just went off. That duo just went off, so it was really fun.
Second Mike's addicted to snake drafts.
Yeah,
that's fun.
And I'm assuming second Mike means you.
I think it is me.
And we just record with one mic, right? So
yeah.
It is funny. Like I love the second mic, but just to clear any potential to let you guys know why we are maybe quote confused about what second mic means. It's just that we record with just the one mic. But
Archie, you took Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will for my first pick.
Yeah, sorry. This is last second, so it's gonna be tough to.
I'll guess I will pick C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs.
That's a good pick.
Because C.J. Stroud was really good, fantasy-wise last year,
yeah.
And Stephon Diggs is Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
So I don't have much more than that. I don't know if they'll. I'm sure they'll work well together.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It's a little unproven, but it's definitely a duo that I would be looking to take in the draft.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then to snake it.
Yeah.
I love snaking apparently. Yeah. Thanks, Luke.
And it's Mount Rushmore, so it's just 4.
Mount Rushmore, so it's 4. I'll take. So it doesn't have to be proven, right?
No, you just took it.
Okay, I was gonna say.
It's just this draft.
I would
what,
take.
What are your top?
Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison.
Oh wow, you're taking the unproven.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like
You're
it's
going
really
for the
unproven.
risky.
But Marvin Harrison was outstanding in college. I'd imagine he'd be good with any quarterback.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'll take them.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see who you're taking.
I'm gonna go. This is gonna be way too early to take this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm low-key a little excited for Tua Tyreek Hill.
Tua Tyreek. Okay.
I think that'd be a fun combo.
Yeah.
I know Tua doesn't get as many points as a solo quarterback as like a Jalen Hurts or a Patrick Mahomes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean Tyreek is still he's still that guy. He's still a beast. He's still a dog. So, and I think they're gonna keep throwing it to him. A whole bunch. So I'm gonna go Tua Tyreek, and then my turn to snake it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. This might be a bad shout, but I'll go. And this might be crazy that it doesn't even. Should we keep a restrained wide receiver, or should we do tight ends?
Oh, are you thinking like a Mahomes Kelsey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we add that in there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. If you get both those, I mean that's still a
yeah
combo.
yeah. So I'll go Mahomes Kelsey.
You're not leaving me with much, I don't think. That's a great Mount Rushmore. Definitely he's beating my Mount Rushmore.
You've got your last two here, right?
Yeah.
You're snaking.
I mean, I'm gonna say Josh Allen and Keon Coleman because who else does he have?
Yeah.
I'm sure Keon Coleman's gonna
Again,
ball
super
a
unproven.
ton. I know. What other proven is there? I'm not picking. Like, this is fantasy wise, so you have to
we're
pick
talking
the
about
quarterback
fantasy.
and the wide receiver.
Yeah, and let's just call it head-to-head points scoring.
Yeah.
We're talking about head-to-head scoring, not PPR.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's how I've been
Maybe I
thinking
should've
about
taken-
it. Is that how you were thinking about it?
I mean, I was just thinking like dangerous wide receivers and quarterbacks who can get them the ball. Hence why I took so I can get points that way.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I should have taken J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson at that point. But before.
Why? That's like the most unproven. Like
But
out of your three,
Mhm.
I would take that. Like I wouldn't take that.
But it's Justin Jefferson.
It is Justin Jefferson, but I mean, a rookie quarterback, and like love J.J. McCarthy who won us the title, but he's not right now. He is not an NFL quarterback.
But I think it's kind of like Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison. The wide receiver is so good, doesn't matter.
I think the Frosh wide receiver is rookie wide receiver is different than a rookie quarterback.
Okay.
And I think there's just so much more to do as a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tougher, I mean, I don't get me wrong, Justin Jefferson's a dog for sure, but I don't know. Anyways, you can take them.
I'm gonna take them. Oh, wait. No, I won't. All right, you can throw a flag on this play because it's kind of three people.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, and George Pickens? I don't know
what? Sure, I'll give you that.
I don't know who's
I'll
starting
give you
out
that,
there.
but that'd be a crazy draft to draft both Justin Fields and Russell Wilson.
But just
You'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
Fields, you throw him in the running back spot. George Pickens, you put him in the flex.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, you put him in the quarterback.
Yeah.
We're golden. No, I mean I don't know. I mean, who's the starting wide receiver on the Falcons? Is it just Drake London?
Yeah, Drake London, I think, is their number one.
So Kirk and Drake.
Yeah.
I don't think I would take Kirk and Drake.
You already chosen your four.
I know. I'm just going through everybody else.
Yeah, we can do honorable mentions. I'll do my last one, and then we'll do honorable mentions. I'm gonna go again. Like this might be controversy. Not controversial, really. I
just picked three people, so.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't know why I'm prefacing it. Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers. If Zay Flowers bounces back after his,
performance,
AFC performance, I think they're going to be great. Because, besides his mistakes in the AFC Championship, they looked fantastic at coming out.
And that's way better than my last two picks. So,
and
I wish
again, I know I put you on the spot, and I'm going to roast you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You had a terrible Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have taken Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna get hurt again.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, but still, wouldn't you take that?
Over my last
Combo?
pick, yeah. Over my last pick, yeah.
What about, like, Jordan Love, Christian Watson?
Yeah, I would take that too. Can I redo the draft? Can we do this over again? Can we cut this part?
I didn't give you enough time, but I think there's just so much out there. I mean, what else? I don't mind Josh Allen, but...
The moment was too big for me.
Moment's too big for you. Piss down your leg. Jeez, I'm trying to think.
Better athlete than me.
Who's? I think. I think those are the top two honorable mentions. Who's quarterback in St. Louis? Or excuse me, New Orleans.
Oh, I don't know. Is it still Derek Carr?
Oh, yeah, it is still Derek Carr. It is still Derek Carr.
I wouldn't take Derek Carr.
You wouldn't take like Derek Carr, Chris Olave?
No. I wouldn't.
That's probably fair. Carr's not getting you much points.
Oh, you know what? If Minshew wins the starting lineup, I think he's the quarterback of the Raiders. I'd take a Minshew.
Oh, you take Minshew,
Devontae Adams.
You would like that. That's all you for
I would
sure.
do that for sure.
That's got your name written all over.
Minshew mania? Are you kidding me?
Oh man, what about like Brock and Debo? Probably wouldn't take him. He probably wouldn't. That probably wouldn't.
I don't think Brock's. Well, actually, he might be good fantasy wise because I feel like the 49ers are big yard after catch.
Yeah.
Players.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Brock finished as a top 10 quarterback last year, though. I think.
Wow.
I think.
Okay.
You have to look it up real quick. And then one other one I was thinking of. Shoot, I lost it. Dang it, I already lost it. Oh, what about like Goff and Amon-Ra? I know Goff's not a great fantasy option. Where did Goff finish last year? You'll have to look that up too.
All right, I got it. Do you want to guess where Goff finished?
Yeah, 13. That's my guess. Goff at 13. I'll say Brock at 8.
All right, the page is refreshed on me. Sorry, one sec.
No, I think you can just look it up in the fantasy app.
Oh, it's 2024. Oh, it's okay. Let me
look it in the fantasy app, right? Because you can go in the fantasy app. You can go My Team.
Yep.
You can go.
Wait, was it gonna say for this year yet? No, it doesn't say because it's position ranking.
Has it reset from last year though?
I think so.
It kind of has, yeah. Okay, Goff hit 200, but Goff was 289 points last year. So where was Brock? Brock was 295. And I guess maybe just put it in perspective, where was Hurts? Because Hurts was a good QB last year.
I think Hurts was number 1, right?
Yeah.
It was Hurts or Allen?
Hurts was 356. So Hurts scored 60 more points than those fellas. So I'd be curious if they did land in the top 10, if that 60-point differential. Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't mind what you did. You went very experimental.
Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, Burrow, Jamar Chase. That's a big miss.
All these
we missed that one big time.
Baker
Mayfield, and who would you take? Like Mike Evans?
Mike Evans.
Yeah, that'd be a good combo.
Baker. Who's a Colt wide receiver?
I was thinking the same thing, but I was like,
Yeah.
That was again too experimental for me.
Yeah.
How about
Prescott and CD?
Oh, Prescott and CD. We definitely missed on that.
I don't know ball. That's all I learned from this.
That's all I learned from this. Zach don't know ball. Prescott and CD is definitely a good one.
Yeah, I should have picked that one.
That one should have gone in the draft, no doubt. What did we just guess? What team? Colts wide receivers. Dang. I don't know. I can only think of AR-15 and Jonathan Taylor right now.
That might not be a bad shout to pick though. Wide receiver 1 in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Playing.
Who was his name? Paris. No.
Oh no! I know who you're talking.
It's like Pittman.
Pittman. Yeah. Is he still on the team?
I feel like he was their number 1. So I don't know.
That's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
I wonder where he's going. I feel like I haven't picked him at all in any mock draft.
I haven't picked him. Oh, sorry. I haven't picked him either. So I don't know. Maybe like round 3 or something like that. Because that's where a lot of players like disappear into. It's that kind of round 3 realm.
Yeah.
But definitely this year in fantasy. I think maybe we've already talked about it on the podcast. But this year in fantasy, I definitely am looking forward to trying to get a little wide receiver quarterback combo going again. I think it's fun when you do that.
The bye week sucks, but
Yeah, the
Who
buyer
cares?
sucks, but you can afford a loss usually that kind of way.
As long as you got a good QB, if you got your Jalen Hurts,
Yeah, if you got your guys, then you just have to have confidence in them.
Yeah,
I think that made the difference in 2021. You had a lot of confidence. I feel like I'm sorry I bring up 2021 so much, but it's just such like a it is such a great example of like just
not believing.
Strategy.
No,
not believing. Believing.
When they came back, sorry.
When they came back, it was completely different.
Yeah.
All the mojo was gone.
Right,
the momentum, it was all kaput. But those first, coming out of the draft and like the first few weeks, or even going into the draft, you're like, you had the plan, and like you had confidence, you had the plan, and I think that makes all the difference. And like, kind of same with me, I had confidence, I had my plan. I wanted Hurts, I wanted I wanted Hurts, and I wanted one of his wide receivers. So when that all shook out and worked, it just, I think having confidence in your players matters for sure. And like even another example, Matthew with Christian McCaffrey. I don't know if you remember, but I just remember it stuck out to me. Matthew's like, when he took McCaffrey in 22, I forget what he was saying, but I feel like I kind of remember him going like, I believe in this guy. Like, I don't care if people say he's, injury prone or whatever. I don't, it's not an exact quote, but I just remember him saying something along those lines. And look what happened. McCaffrey had like an unbelievable year.
Yeah.
And, won Matthew the championship. So, anyways, that's my tangent. You just gotta have confidence in your players.
Gotta strategize.
Yeah.
Have you done a mock draft since finding out your position?
No. Do you think those positions are all over?
No, I would assume so.
You think?
I don't think
people are pretty fucking riled up about that too. So.
Well, that's different. That's different. I feel like since they're so upset about the league being deleted, they won't even care about the draft order.
You distract the people with one thing,
right? Oh, it's like government right here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to get into? Oh, nobody closes. That cup's gonna get stale. Do you want to get into most valuable, least valuable?
Sure. Let's do it.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start. Do you want to start with most valuable?
Oh my God! I didn't prepare again. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
I'll
go first.
Okay.
I'll start with most valuable. Most valuable. Can I do the acronym again, or do you hate the acronym?
No, I like the acronym.
Okay.
Give me just one guess though.
Okay.
2 guesses is too many.
You're probably gonna get it. MVVG.
I'm never gonna get it.
You're gonna get it. It's pretty gettable.
I have no clue. VG. All I can think of is very good. That's all I can think.
Do you want to take a knee?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Most valuable video game.
Oh!
It's gonna go to
Dang.
NCAA 25.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go on.
First of all, on Thursday this week, the night we had the draft.
Yeah.
Johnny and I.
Thursday was going to be my MP too.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. Go for it though.
But yeah, Johnny and I went to Brian's house to do the draft, and then we ended up playing a game of NCAA 25 after. And then I ended up. So there was a lot of controversy with that game. I ended up losing because of an accident. I was accidentally button mashed, and instead of picking the field goal, I clicked like fake field goal or something, or jet sweep, and I didn't have a timeout left, so I ended up losing the game because of that. And then I got a safety, and the game didn't call it a safety, but Brian has it on video, so we'll show it to the public at some point. So I was actually pretty upset at the game. I was gonna swear it off. I was gonna be like, well,
that actually might have been like, not to make you overthink it, but it might have been kind of cool if you just had the game, the locker, the football, and like the still sealed up game, and you just kept it for like 40 years. That might have been kind of cool. You might have like, it might be, it might have doubled in value. It might be worth like $200 in 2020,
maybe,
or 20 or whatever. It might be 2065.
I was pretty upset. I called Johnny some names that were not okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cute. Zach got pretty upset. He ended up like texting me later.
And I was like,
I'm sorry. And it was like, it was not bad at all. It was like very much like, Zach overthinking it. I've definitely said meaner things to Zach and not apologized for them.
But anyway, we ended up busting it out on yesterday.
Yeah.
Or not yesterday.
Saturday.
I busted it out on Saturday, and we were Boston College. John and I were on a team.
Shout out BC.
And we faced the Raging Cajuns, and it was a great time. I felt like we were back in middle school. We were doing chips during it.
Yeah.
I brought me back to the good old days.
That's the great thing about Swedish fish, by the way, is like the chips. You know, they're a little greasy, a little salty, but Swedish fish, they do have whatever that fairy dust is on it, but it doesn't feel like white saucy. It doesn't feel like it's on your fingers. Whereas like when you eat chips and then you play with a remote, like you can feel it on the remote, and you're like, ugh. So.
But no, shout out Ned for letting us use his PS5. He finally brought it in the main room. I've been asking him for weeks to put it in the main room because I had a feeling I was going to get it for my birthday. Yeah. And I did. And yeah, no, I appreciate Ned putting it in the main room. I'm definitely going to be using it a lot more. We're almost done with Game of Thrones, so. Yeah.
What's that signify? Like once you're done with Game of Thrones, you'll play.
We'll play it at night.
Oh, okay.
Because I think now now that we finally started season 8, we're gonna push through it just so we can wrap it up. Yeah. And then we'll begin playing. We can do into dynasties and Civil A25. I was going through like custom teams. Like I'm a big custom team maker. Yeah, definitely. So it has like a bunch of popular teams on there, like North Dakota State University's on there, and so we're gonna make Blue Mountain State. Yeah. So I want to make like a new division, which is like with just custom teams. Okay. North Dakota State's getting in there. Oh. Mountain State's getting in there.
Let's go.
And then I'm making a friend group team.
Okay.
So Osama Lake Flag Boys, those guys will be in there.
Perfect.
We'll do a Spartan Tuba one.
Perfect.
We might do a Phi Tau one. We'll see.
Roll Tau.
Depending on how long it takes me to make the teams. Each character.
Yeah.
But we'll at least have a 6-person, or at least 5, a 5-man squad. Yeah. All right, but that's my most valuable of the week. I'm just happy that it's out.
Most valuable video game.
I'm happy to have played it, and I'm glad we're back.
All right.
Go ahead.
I start with most valuable.
Most valuable.
Okay. Is this how we've been doing them? Where you do most valuable, then I do most valuable, then you do least valuable?
I don't remember.
Just go right into least valuable. Yeah.
Should I do an acronym again?
Yeah. One guess.
One guess. LVB. My least valuable B.
Least valuable boy.
Nope.
Least valuable.
Also pretty gettable.
Bull.
Nope.
Okay, those were 2 guesses, so I'm out.
Least valuable back.
Oh, yeah.
My back hurts so much right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually don't know if I'm gonna go to Run Club today. I know, I'm pretty upset. It hurts a lot more than it did yesterday.
Dagger in the heart.
So what happened yesterday, I was playing soccer and I was chasing this guy down the field. I ended up getting the ball from him and I ended up just kicking it out of bounds to make sure he didn't just try and score. But when I kicked it out of bounds, I twisted my back. Yeah. And that's not good for it. Yeah. So I had to come off the game after a minute. I thought it was just a tweak, it'd be fine, but I ended up coming off the game so I could lie down. And I thought I'd wake up tomorrow or today. Yeah. It'd be somewhat better, but it's gotten worse.
So do painkillers show up? So when it's an
incident, Advil, it's not a bad show.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask, when it's an incident like this, obviously you're re-aggravating it, but I don't know. I don't know what my question is. I guess I'm wondering what
do I do?
Yeah, what's going on there? I suppose I don't know. I don't have a good question because it's not like a muscle injury, right? No, it's a spinal cord injury, which is crazy.
So I usually just wait 5 days for it to the pain to not hurt as much.
So it's a bit inflamed or something like that, maybe.
It probably is. Okay. Maybe I should get. So our friend Matt hurt his back. Yeah. Maybe I should just get some shots in my butt too.
Did you get a shot?
Mm-hmm. Oh man. I used to get those.
Yep.
I get them in the butt and the back. Maybe I do it again.
Yeah.
They did it. It helped. I remember being feeling really weak after. I feel like, I shouldn't even try and do anything. Maybe that's why it helped a lot, 'cause I didn't do any physical activity after I got them. Because, I was like, I don't want to mess anything up. They're like steroids. So.
Yeah.
But least valuable back. It hurts a lot. We'll see if I make it to one club. I hope I do. But I think being in a chair all day is going to not help.
Yeah. Dang. Run club is losing its grandeur.
No. All right.
Because I missed last week. Zach can miss this week.
You missed last week?
Yeah, it was my birthday.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Okay. Most valuable... Gosh. I apologize to the listeners for still being unprepared. Gosh, I know we already talked about Thursday night, so I feel like I shouldn't take it. But Thursday night was a fun night. I'm going to put that in my honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go most valuable birthday, MV, or most valuable Monday. We'll do MVM, a little MVM.
Yeah, so we podcasted Monday morning.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your entire Monday?
Yeah. I mean, it was nothing crazy. Just kind of hung out. Was able to watch some Olympics. Kind of was able to just enjoy myself that day. And then, gosh, the afternoon is like a blur. I don't even remember what I did in the afternoon. I know I read, but yeah, sorry for the dead air. And then I just had dinner. I had dinner and cake with my parents, opened a couple gifts, and definitely got some cool gear, and then got home and my boys, they had some gear for me too, so it was fun. It was a really, really nice day.
And we did the pick of the who has which team that night too, right?
Was that Monday night?
I think it was Monday night.
Are you sure that wasn't Tuesday night?
It could have been Tuesday night. I remember
it might have been Monday night.
Because I thought we did.
Yeah, that was fun. We did do that Monday night. That was fun. Least valuable, I'll just say LVS.
Least valuable. Oh man,
it might be tough because it's really general. I don't know.
Least valuable. Least valuable soccer.
No, I actually enjoyed the soccer game.
Okay.
I thought we were having a fun time out there. I know we got our butts kicked, but
it didn't feel that way.
It didn't feel that way. I mean, we were down 3-1 at halftime, and in my opinion, 2 of those goals were because of bad reffing.
Yeah.
This ref kind of glazes the other team, and he makes some questionable calls.
There was also only one ref. There's normally 2.
Yeah, there was also only the one ref. To give
him an excuse.
He gave an offside call. Granted, it was a close one, and he was saying, I'm not going to be calling close ones or whatever. But he gave an offside call that I thought was quite obvious. And then he pointed to the other end of the field to where Maggie was. Maggie was in front of me. And I was the last defender. And this bloke was definitely behind me. It was a bad offside call. I don't know. I mean, obviously he wasn't calling them, but I don't know. I think he's a bit of a nonce every now and then. But no, as a team, I really enjoyed playing with the players that we had on Sunday. It was a very fun game. And we've been doing such a good job of that. We've been having really fun offense. I don't know what's been the key, what's been the difference. Maybe it's Anthony and Denny. It's okay. I think that's the answer. It's Denny and Anthony. Anthony brings some fun, some spark to the offense because he's just good and he's fast and he can chase down balls.
Yeah.
And then Denny brings a spark because he's good in possession. He kind of holds it up and he's talented. He's exciting in the box because he always seems to find a way to have it land on his foot in the box and get a shot off. So we just have so many more chances with those guys out on the field. Heck, even Evan. I mean, Evan, he missed this past league, but he's been really fun to play with the other couple weeks. So Um, so, anyways, soccer was not it. Also, it was Saturday, least valuable Saturday.
Oh, sure.
Just dealing
sure.
with the fallout of,
Yeah.
of Friday night, which was really unfortunate because Friday night was like actually a pretty fun night leading up to everything. You know, I enjoyed the time that we had at Griffin Claw, and then we had, you know, a little ice cream, and then we were having a good time with Ned and Lainey and her friends at Rock on Third and all that stuff. And so, yeah, so it was just a bummer to
Have it all come crashing down, kind of.
yeah, it was kind of like it was like total, like, I don't know, anxiety, maybe not anxiety, but it was just, you know, the next morning. I will say I feel like I've never, you know, I feel like from like comedian stories and all that stuff, you always hear about people who have, like, you know, done some crazy shit and then woke up the next morning and been like, fuck, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I feel like just like an example, Nick Swartzen's got a joke about his friend who, you know, he saw one night and then he got a text the next morning and his friend was like, dude, ... last night I broke up with my girl, punched my friend, and shat my pants. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I've always had that kind of noodling around the back of my head, and
Mm-hmm.
I've never really, like, woke up and been like, okay, there's maybe one other instance, but I've never really woke up the next day and been like, you know, what the hell did I do last night? So
Right.
this was my this was probably one of my
wow.
first, like, what the hell did I do last nights, and I had to, you know, come to terms with being, you know, a dumb drunk idiot. So I'm gonna go with that as my least valuable
That's fair, man.
Saturday. So most valuable was birthday. But yeah, and then my honorable mention was Thursday night. Like, I think we ended up having a really nice night. Going over to Brian's house, we hung out with his parents. They made us a dinner.
Yeah.
We watched some Olympics. You know, we did the draft, which I thought was fun, or the draft order selection, which I thought was fun. And then Zach and I played in the fantasy game. I can give you, or excuse me, college football. I can give you my perspective real quick. It's not going to be a crazy perspective, but I was beating up on Zach.
You were not.
Right? I was beating up on Zach.
It was 13-7.
It should have been like 20-7. Okay.
Well, you could argue it should have been 27 to me.
You're right. If we're talking about shoulda, coulda, wouldas, it could have been like 16. Zach, the safety was definitely safety. When it happened, I was like, I definitely thought the game was over when it happened, because I'm like, I can't play defense in this game. Like, the defense in this game is impossible right now. I have no clue how to play defense. And so when you got the safety, or when it didn't go to when it wasn't a safety, because Brian was right. Like, it was 2 points, and then you absolutely would have scored because you would have gotten the ball back. I wouldn't have been able to play defense, and it would have been 16-7. And yes, I got the ball after halftime, but I also wasn't passing it well. So it's not like I was marching down the field really quick. It's not like I was going to score.
You got a lot of 3rd and 10s.
Yeah, so it was definitely a massive break for me to not get that safety. It doesn't even compute why that wouldn't be a safety. I mean, maybe forward progress. That's the only argument, right? That's the only possible argument that you could have.
Even still, I tackled you in the end zone with the ball, right?
I will say the forward progress was not technically in the end zone, but there was no forward progress, in my opinion. Like, when you watch the tape, there doesn't look to be forward progress. So I don't know. I agree. I don't know. Like, my guy was on the ground in, like, the back of the end zone. Like, you definitely had me tackled in the end zone.
I mean,
like, it was clear. So I
refs,
don't know how the computer calculated it.
Refs call bad games.
Yeah.
I should have won. That's really all I can say.
Yeah.
I should have done better.
I mean, let's see. What else happened in the game? Did you throw a pick?
I did. No. Wait. I think I threw a pick, but you also threw a pick. So that doesn't matter.
Oh, right. Kind of canceled out. So, anyways, I get the ball at the end of the game, and I score... What was the final score? 20-27?
No, I didn't end up scoring. I think it was 21-13.
21-13? Okay. So I got the ball at the end of the game, and I scored.
No. It was because I was going for the field goal at the end, so it should have been like 20-21, I think.
Oh.
I think it was 20-21.
Oh, pivotal moment in the game.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking of. Like, I knew there was, no offense, but I knew there was one other mistake that you had made, and it was that missed PAT.
Yeah.
So Zach had a big missed PAT, which changed the story of the game.
Yeah.
Because that was big. That was a big touchdown.
Yeah.
You know, and to come out missing that PAT, and it was kind. It was like that was okay. Well, I was up 21-13 at that point. No, I was up 21-14 at that point, right? And then you score, and then you're and then you were trying to be kind. That's the kind of low key irony of it, right? Is you were like, we'll send this into OT,
and then I missed.
And then you missed the PAT.
Oh.
Isn't that how that happened?
I think so. Brian has the tape of it. So
yeah,
I'm sure he's got.
But I still feel like I remember you saying like, I'm gonna send this into OT or something like that. Like you were trying to, you're almost being kind in a way, and
I can't believe that.
And then and then I marched down the field to the other end of the field.
And is that where you threw the pick, or was that earlier?
No, I think I turned the ball over on downs or something like that.
Oh, okay, maybe you did.
Jam. We should have recorded this game. I feel like this is terrible. But just to recap, I marched down the field, and then my defense of like why it wasn't so fair was I called timeout to try to call a play.
Oh yeah.
And then as I'm trying to find this play, I get a delay of game penalty. I'm like, what the heck? I don't get my 40 seconds. So anyways, and then I wasted like 2 timeouts trying to do, or you can't, oh no, I couldn't even waste a second timeout because in the new rules, you can't call a timeout twice in a row. So I'm like, shit. So anyways, for me, the whole Zach not being able to get the field goal team out there in time, that felt a little bit like poetic justice. But I do think Zach earned OT in that game. Zach earned an OT game. But I think the best man definitely came away with it.
Okay. I will say the only reason why I'm happy why I got the most valuable video game, when John and I played here, I ran back a kickoff return.
Yeah, that was epic.
For a touchdown. Yeah. That was the cool. I've never done that before in the game.
So
that got me so hyped.
Even from like 14 and 11, you'd never done that.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I didn't really know the strat back then. I usually just ran it up and hoped to...
My strat's like the totally stupid strat of like, well, there's less people on the outside of the field, so let me just go there. And it rarely works.
Well, typically you get a lot better field position than I do because of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, one last thing I want to say before we get into questions.
Yeah.
At the soccer game, some guy punched me in the face. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah.
On purpose?
No, on accident.
Oh.
Do you see this mark right there?
I do.
That's from the guy.
Did he say sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, did I punch you in the face? I'm like, yeah.
That was the other part about the soccer game. Like, they were definitely better than us, but I appreciated their level of banter. Like, they were just a pleasant team to play against. I don't think they were contentious. Like, the team that we played last week or 2 weeks ago, obnoxious as hell.
Yeah.
And, like, they didn't have any reason to be obnoxious. Like, they were just being...
They were just as bad as we were.
Yeah, and they were just being so annoying. And so, I mean, it helps to not be obnoxious when you're up, like, 6-1. Like, you can be a little carefree and a little, like, woohoo, fun. But it's definitely nicer. Those are the Sundays that I want.
Right,
Give me those Sundays.
It's a rec league.
Yeah.
Let's not take it too seriously.
Let's just have some fun, you know. When we're chasing down a ball, we can give each other shoulder a little bit. But, like, after that, I expect just, you know, Sunday rec league type banter. You know, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. But, yeah, sorry, go on. What happened? How did he punch you in the face?
No, he was just swinging his arms out trying to, like, we were fighting for the ball.
Yeah.
Throwing shoulders, he threw
threw his arm.
He threw arms.
Threw some bows.
Yeah.
Caught you in the eye.
Caught me right in the kisser. And I think they ended up, I'll be honest, I think they might have scored off that. So I feel a little
Really?
bad.
I feel like I can't picture a goal that was your fault.
It was in the third. It was in the second half. Sorry, I almost said third quarter.
Second half. Whoa. I don't remember that. It must have been early in the second half because you came right off.
Yeah. No, it was. Like I said, I don't think I've ever been punched in the face like that. So it didn't. Like I said, I haven't really been punched in the face ever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. So it's my first time being punched in the face.
Like his knucks caught you
Yeah.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It didn't hurt as bad, so I have this like toxic trait that I think if I ever get to a fight, I'll be just fine.
I knew exactly. I knew that was going for sure.
Well, I definitely hurt that bad, so I'll be just if I get into a fight, I'm so good. They'll punch me in the face, I'll get on and kill him.
No big deal.
No
Zach,
big deal.
Zach can walk away from getting punched in the face like it's nothing.
But I know that was just like it was just swinging.
Yeah.
He didn't. I'm sure if he actually tried to punch me in the face, it would have hurt a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
It was just an accidental swing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a very toxic trait now where I think I can just take a punch in the face and just be fine.
That's hilarious.
All right.
I can't blame you for that either.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely would be like, oh, that wasn't bad.
That's it.
This is what people in boxing are complaining about.
Oh. All right. So question of the week. This one is, or question from the fans.
Yeah. Do we just have the one question?
Just
again?
the one question. Again, submit your questions to the YouTube channel or Spotify, wherever you listen. But the question we have this week is: if you run into a famous person at a restaurant, do you say hi? Because this happened to me.
Yeah. Great question. Yep.
Or does it depend on how famous they are? Like, for example, I as some of you
See what happens.
So we were at Griffin Claw on Friday night, and I saw Dan Skipper from the Detroit Lions. And we were talking at our table, like, would it be weird if we went up to him? He was with his wife, and so I figured maybe it's not a good idea because he's trying to enjoy dinner. But at the same time, he's Dan Skipper. Like, if Jared Goff was there, I guarantee people would be going up to him. But because it was Dan Skipper, he doesn't really get recognized a lot because he's, I don't want to say he's
a non-skill position.
He's a non-skill position. He doesn't start on the team.
Oh, he doesn't start?
No.
Why
He's a backup guard.
Mm.
So maybe it would have been nice to recognize him, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's not a really well-known guy on the team. So I guess what's your thought on that? Would you have gone up to him?
What fan would be asking this question? Jacob. Jacob's the only fan that would
Sure,
be able to ask this. Sorry, I was just being silly. Yeah, I know. I think my first opinion Friday night was like, yeah, you should have gone up to him. But looking back, I think you're probably right. I think it's, it's Griffin Claw, and it's definitely restaurant over bar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you're right. Like, just let the man enjoy. Oh, there's an ant on your water bottle.
Oh, man.
How the heck did it get up there? I think that you're probably right. It's a restaurant, let him just enjoy his meal. The only thing that I can think of, like, appropriate it'd be weird, but if you, like, saw him go up to get to the bathroom, you could try to be nonchalant about it, but you could try to follow him to the bathroom and be like, oh, Mr. Skipper, something like that. I don't know. Like, you just give him a quick shout and be like, I'm a big fan of Lions. I love that you're on the team. Something like that. But I don't know. Because I've never done it either. But I kind of agree. I would imagine that it would be a little bit. I don't know. But okay, so when you're at a restaurant, would you, and you unexpectedly saw a friend, would you go over?
I would go over.
Okay.
But he's not a friend. He's
not a friend.
An athlete.
You're right. But I guess I was just thinking in terms of, like, interrupting people's dinners. You can kind of interrupt their dinner if you've got something to say, I suppose.
Okay.
So maybe, again, like, maybe if you saw them wrapping up their meal, like, maybe he was, getting the bill or something like that, you could just go up to him real quickly, like, Mr. Skipper, sorry for, interrupting your dinner with your wife. Just want to say I'm a big fan of Lions and big fan of you. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there are definitely possibilities. I think there's definitely a way that you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not comfortable doing that, then I think you can definitely rely on the, excuse is a strong word, but you can rely on the excuse of, like, I didn't want to interrupt him in his, wife's night out or whatever. But if you want to meet a Lion player, that was a perfect opportunity to meet a Lion player.
I know. So I know. I feel like looking back on it, I should have probably just said hi.
Yeah, you maybe could have even pulled a classic Zach. You could have sent some drinks over to him.
I thought about it, but I was thinking he's kind of fighting for a roster spot this year.
Oh, really?
And I don't want to I want to if he.
Well, that could be the pep in the step that he needed.
I believe
the people of Detroit have my back.
Johnny, believe me, I thought of every situation. I thought about having Lauren going up there and be like, "Excuse me."
Oh, Lauren definitely.
You look like Dan Skipper.
Definitely, Lauren would have been a good candidate for that.
The thing is, though, he is the tallest player in the NFL.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How tall is
he? He's like 6'11" or 6'10".
Oh my god.
He's really tall.
Jeez.
And so
he's
just the height scares me.
Yeah.
And I know it's pretty obvious it's about a 6'10" guy.
Yeah.
But he was sitting down, so that's why I was like, I don't know if it's Dan Skipper. It looks like him.
Yeah.
And then I looked up his wife because he was with his wife.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's him.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up talking to him. I kind of regret it.
I
think he would have liked it.
I can't blame you too much either. I probably wouldn't have talked to him either, but
because again, he's like not a starter on the team. But yeah, I guess that's it. So you probably would not have.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely different in that sense. I feel like you would be much more willing to go up to a random person, like, I don't know, take all other variables away just to go up to a random person, or not even a random person. Let's just say celebrity. Just to go up to take all other variables away. I think you'd be much more likely to go up to a celebrity and say hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries. That means we're wrapping up here soon, I suppose. Then I would be. I feel like I'd need a little more pretense to do that. So I agree. I would not have gone up to him. But again, maybe like 2 beers in, 3 beers in, if you're like, if you're like, oh, Dan Skipper's over there. Oh, but I'm not gonna go talk to him. There would probably be a little bit of me that'd be like, oh, Zach, come on, watch this. I'll go do it. Just because I need to one-up you every now and then.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
I got you. Don't leave a comment, your questions, and leave a comment what you've done in that situation.
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
All right, that's it for me. Anything else you want to say before we hop off?
Have a great week. Work hard. I hope your back feels better.
Thank you. I hope so too.
And thanks for listening.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Bye.